Alright guys, don't forget to join the Discord, patreon.com/shadesandtrades. Joaquin Martinez, 100K. This guy really appreciates the channel. You're the most honest YouTube investor. You saved me from losing tens of thousands of dollars. That is the benefits of being in the Discord. A lot of people lost money on APLD yesterday. Funny enough, we weren't holding APLD. We flipped it, but we never held any kind of significant position. So some of you who are down on APLD, if you had been in the Discord, you wouldn't. You'd just be looking like, damn. I'm glad Shades didn't alert this. So there's a lot of benefits to being in the Discord. You made me money on RX, and this guy has a whole Shades portfolio, as he likes to call it. So there you go. Got to put the promotion out there. Let's talk about KULR Stock expands into high growth robotics market with German bionic AI powered exoskeletons for U.S. workforce. Interesting. The GB counts global logistics companies, large retailers, hospitals, and major international airports among its customers. Who's going to walk around with an exoskeleton? Isn't that the whole point of having the machine do it, is that the machine does it, right? Like, we don't have to do anything. So, what would be would the exoskeleton, what would be the point? If machine ends up replacing everything. The machine, we wouldn't need the exoskeleton. I don't know. That's just something that crossed my mind. Maybe there's use cases for it, but KULR AI in robotics. Introduction of a new business unit. Okay. Well, at least we didn't dump. At least we didn't dump. We didn't pump. We didn't dump either. That's a good thing. Because APLD announced that they're gonna shift. That they're going to shift to being a REIT, a real estate investment trust, and yeah, it's down 35%. So, thankfully, we're making a shift here, introducing a new business. Thankfully, this did not scare people. People are still here for it. They're here for it. Let me put it that way. I'm just reading through it. I'm like, what's the goal here? How am I going to benefit, right? That's the question. Alright, I don't see anything significant. But I do wonder if the share price didn't react. We just went nowhere. And I would expect us to go nowhere again. Today the Fed speaks. Powell speaks today, so I would expect the market to go nowhere until the Fed speaks, and then we're going to get a reaction, and we're going to either go up or down. Congrats. That's just how it is. That's welcome to Trump's stock market. Actually, it doesn't even matter whether it was Trump or Biden. This always happens around Wednesday when Powell is speaking. We're just going to go nowhere, and then we're going to get a big reaction after he's done talking. So I would just sit back and relax. Today's one of those days where you just look at the markets and you go, you know what? It's most likely going to be choppy because these days tend to be choppy. Let's just stay away from it. Why even trade chop? You know what I'm saying? We want to trade either the upside or downside. I'm still waiting on $1 and under. Nothing has changed. Probably the most important thing is that the reaction wasn't negative, because APLD announced that they were going to pivot, and yeah, you don't see that's so, just count your blessings that didn't happen. Well, among other things. So you can see right now, KULR Stock had good earnings. It's holding up very well despite everything else tanking. I want you to think about that. Despite everything else tanking and breaking its floor, this is holding up very well at $1. Just something to think about. And it's the earnings that really helped us stay as well. If it had bad earnings like APLD here, we might have just dropped like a hotcake. Because usually we have earnings for KULR Stock. Usually we drop. I mean, yeah. Usually we drop. Or have red day. Here's a big red day. But yeah, usually we drop. So this time we pumped. Short-lived, of course, because in a bear market, people are going to sell off. They're not going to hold. They're going to get out, and that's it. They'll take the loss and move on because they don't want to sit there and just let themselves get destroyed. My thoughts on this are I don't know enough about this whole I've never even heard of exoskeleton markets. I've never heard of this. Never even. That's not something that crossed my mind. Because what's the point? Isn't machine just gonna replace us anyways? Like couldn't they just wear the exoskeleton anyways, right? Like it's. I do wonder how influential exoskeletons are gonna be. Okay, I guess there's going to be industries that are going to benefit, but ultimately, it's not going to be ubiquitous, right? Like, we're not going to be, you're not going to go outside and see, like, a mom on an exoskeleton. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, like, ubiquitous. Yeah, is it going to be ubiquitous? Is it going to be something that's going to be like the internet where it just kind of, only some people have it and then now everyone has it? Like, it's just a part of life now. It's just same thing with having a phone. That's what I'm thinking. Because those are the companies that end up making a lot of money. I mean, you got to pay your internet bill forever, unless you like having no internet. Your phone bill, you got to pay it forever, unless you're like me and you don't actually have a phone bill. Because I use Text Now, or one of those fake apps for texting. And yeah, so I don't really pay a phone bill. But those of you who pay a phone bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the things that become ubiquitous. That's where the real money is going to be at. When you get to that point where, hey, everyone needs this, and either you get with the times or you lag behind, that's where the real money is going to be made. So I don't know if exoskeletons are going to be ubiquitous. Like, I really don't imagine me waking up in the morning, putting on an exoskeleton suit or whatever. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a suit because it implies that I'm wearing it. I don't know. I don't know how it even works. Exoskeleton. I mean, it says exo in it, so I don't know. Do I just hop on and it? I don't know. I don't know what would make it ubiquitous where everyone wears it, needs one. Other than that, we'll see what happens with that side of KULR Stock. People like the story still. Nothing has changed about the story. So we'll see how it goes for that new business unit more than anything. That's something to keep an eye on in the future. How well is that new business unit for them gonna perform compared to what they have now? That's something to think about as well. Exoskeletons. I never thought of that. Exoskeletons? Like, imagine you just go outside and there's just there's a dog on an exoskeleton. Like, I don't see it happening. But I'm sure it'll have its specific use cases somewhere where it will benefit people. Probably the disabled is what I'm thinking. I could see that. I'm just freeballing here, like, with these exoskeletons. Just in general, not just specifically to what they're doing, just in general, the use of exoskeletons. It's never crossed my mind. Well, I'm here for the space and the batteries and all that. So, good for them. Thank God we didn't drop. We'll see what happens. The market's about to open in 5 minutes. That's why the chart just blinked there, like it has an eye or something. Yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts. Nothing negative or positive. Just kind of like, we'll see what happens with it.